welcome back to my channel. It's your boy, Jiggy, and you are watching my first video of 2019. Wait, time out. Can we just take the time to appreciate the tsunami effect? Flood warning, flood warning, flood warning. Now, all jokes aside, let's get right into it. Ask Instagram for y'all to ask me questions that y'all want to know. So here are the questions. Why haven't you been uploading? So if you notice, my last upload was like toward the end of October, and I was on a good momentum too. But let me tell you why I haven't been uploading ever since then. It was my last semester of undergraduate, so I was taking 6 classes, and I had to make sure academically I was on top. And not to say that I couldn't balance YouTube and academics, but it became like, as the semester goes through, after midterm week, it starts to kick up a notch, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of the reasons. Another reason was I was coming out of a 3-year relationship and transferring into a relationship mode, into being single. It was actually quite difficult, you know what I'm saying? Quite difficult adjusting to different things, different experiences, unnecessary drama, and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Another reason was, financial aid boy was playing with me. So all this stuff's going on, and I'm trying to maintain being positive. Like, I didn't really have the motivation to shoot videos unless I was in the right mind frame, the right positivity. And I also did not want to get on YouTube and like give you guys a fake persona, because I like being genuine. That's how I am. That's how I function. So those are the main reasons as to why I wasn't really uploading. And when I did get around to getting back to my usual self, finals week was rolling around, and like I just wanted to focus primarily on academics towards that. And I did have a lot of videos in the chamber. It wasn't like I was recording. I was recording plenty of videos. I might still throw up a few of them since they relate to my business and whatnot, but we'll see. Next question. What's one thing you wish you can change about your UB experience? So as you know, I graduated from University of Bridgeport in 3.5 years, and if there's one thing I could change about my experience at UB, I don't think I would change too much other than probably getting involved on campus more at an earlier, like in my early years, like maybe freshman or sophomore year. Other than that, nothing really. The thing about UB is this. If you go to UB and you expect your college experience to come to you, you're not going to enjoy your college experience. You have to go looking for what you want to get out of college. You're just going to sit there in your room. You're never going to enjoy your experience at UB. And on the flip side, there's people that enjoy the experience because they're in clubs, societies and organizations, whatever, teams. Like, you have to go out there. If you're just a timid person, you keep to yourself, you want to enjoy your experience at UB or any school for that matter, you know what I'm saying? UB is not, it's not Kentucky or Albany. It's not a super party school, but you can definitely, absolutely have fun. Just check out my old videos on this channel if you don't believe me. UB is what you make it. So as far as changing my UB experience, I wouldn't really change to it. Probably just get involved at the earlier years in my college career. Other than that, I enjoyed my experience, whether they were good or bad, because they pushed me into who I am today. Next question. Have you thought about expanding your brand line with other products than just cups? As you know, or if you don't know, I have a business where I sell party cups, and they've gained quite the popularity. 2018, my business really took off tremendously. Not even just on campus. I had cups going out to the West Coast of LA, ATL, North Carolina, New Jersey. It was crazy, man. These cups really took off big time. I started off with styrofoam cups and expanded onto plastic cups that are reusable and come in a variety of different colors. But as far as expanding my brand line to other products, you know what's funny? I started off trying to sell shirts, and I felt like I didn't have quite the fashion mindset to really put out shirts that like are unique. I just didn't want to sell something super simple or anybody can make. My goal is not just to like sell a product and just slap my logo on it and view it as something to be proud of. That's not how I am. I really want to sell something unique, and nobody was doing party cups, and there's people doing party cups now, but you know who inspired them, but that's a conversation for another day. So I am gonna stick to just party cups, but I'm going to advance on it, like do more and continue to grow. I have quite a few things in store for 2019. I don't want to talk about them yet because you can't mention all your blessings, but I have a lot in store. The cup game is about to go crazy. Don't be surprised if I make $1 million off of cups before I make $1 million off of becoming a lawyer, because the way things are heading, you know what, I've already said too much. Let's move on to the next question. If you could go back and change something you've done, would you, and what would it be? I personally am not one of those people that feel like I wish I could go back and change things. Everybody does things for a reason, good or bad. And I'm one of those people, I don't really make decisions too much based off of irrational emotion and things like that. I do have a thought process. I do weigh the good and bad. And even if I still make a mistake or whatnot, you know, I learn from it. So I'm not really one of those people that really regrets anything they do. So I don't think I would change anything I've done in the past. There's nothing I've done, you know, super outrageous or anything. I don't think I barely even burn bridges with people. So I'm pretty laid back, you know. I don't swing my emotions around too much. I'm a really level-headed dude. So no, I don't think I would really change anything I've done in my life. Next question is, what is your main goal in life? Believe it or not, a lot of people think my main goal is like to become this, you know, super multi-millionaire, which would be nice, you know, but that's not the main goal. My main goal, honestly, like, it's gonna come off corny, but this is the honest truth. I just want to be the change that I want to see in this world. A lot of people complain about what's going on in this world, different types of issues, through politics, through moral perception. I just want to be a change I want to see. If I see something I don't like in this world, I want to be the change. I want to do something. I don't want to talk about it on Twitter or WhatsApp. I don't want to complain about it. I want to go out there and set an example. I really do believe in leading by example. So that's how I am, and that's something, you know, I've turned into my personality. I just go out and do what I want. Like, I don't know how to explain it. All I know is that it's been working, and I'm going to continue doing it as long as it's in God's will. I'm gonna continue that same mindset of just, you know, being the change that I want to see. Next question: what is your greatest achievement so far? So far, 2018. This past year, 2018 was definitely a very big achievement. I'd probably narrow it down to my last two most recent ones. Was graduating from undergrad with a bachelor's in political science and a minor in religion in 3.5 years. That's probably my biggest achievement so far. And then the second biggest achievement would probably be like expanding my cup business, because it really took off in this last year. And yeah, that's about it. I have other achievement, but like, I'm not really one of those people that like keeps track of every successful thing they've done. I'm a next play mode type of guy. Once I accomplish something, I put it in the back of my mind, I'm trying to tackle the next thing, which is good and bad, because it's bad because sometimes it comes off like maybe, you know, I don't appreciate my W's, which is not true though, but I don't know, I just have this very hungry mentality to keep pushing and keep chasing my dreams. So that's a good question though, because I don't really ever always stop, which I should, but you know, I don't really dwell on the past. I keep moving and use everything as a stepping stone and just more motivation. The next and final question is, can you give advice to someone who is trying to be an entrepreneur? Okay, for those that are trying to be entrepreneurs, and this is definitely an entrepreneur era we're living in right now, with the podcast, with girls selling weave, with whatever the case, whatever you're selling, whatever you're representing as a brand. First things first, you yourself have to be a brand, not just your product. People do not want to shop or buy from small companies or small businesses from someone that's just sells the product. You have to sell yourself too. You have to show your personality. You have to use social media correctly instead of just posting about why you're not in a relationship. You have to wield everything around you and use it to represent yourself as a brand. Another good advice would be, as an entrepreneur, it's not like a 9 to 5, you know. A 9 to 5, from 9 to 5, you know, you're chasing someone else's dream and helping them build their dream up, essentially. And once 5 p.m. hits, that business you're working for, a company, has nothing to do with you. You're not responsible for nothing. It just turns off. As an entrepreneur, it is 24 hours. Your success as an entrepreneur is on you. Your failure is on you. You cannot blame nobody. You have to be obsessed with your craft or whatever it is you're trying to build up as an entrepreneur, whether it's a brand, company, selling stuff, affiliate marketing, whatever it is, it's all on you. Everything is in your hands. So you have to really be dedicated and obsessed with whatever you're doing. It's not something you can just turn off or take a day off. Even weekends, you know, the life of an entrepreneur is non-stop. And you can tell who's doing it correctly and who's not. There's some people that are entrepreneurs once a month, once a year, only on weekdays. That's not an entrepreneur. And I honestly wish people would stop throwing the word entrepreneur around, because it's not a word that represents a lot of people. I see everybody throwing entrepreneur in their bios up, and we really got to start banning certain people from using that word. But those two are the best advices that I could give. Definitely build yourself up as a brand and become obsessed with what you're doing, and understand that it is a full-time commitment. And at the end of the day, it's not for everybody. But that's it for this video. Those are my Q&As. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to leave them all in the description. Most importantly, stay jiggy, and more videos to come all 2019. I'm making sure we go off all 2019. Stay jiggy.